Has your son got into any physical altercations since he's been locked up that you know of?
Yeah, he had a fight. Yeah, he went to the hole too for it. Mm-hmm.
Are there any childhood friends or people from your past locked up with your son?
There was a few of them. Yeah, it was a few of them. Yeah.
Is this a positive thing? Does that help him get through since he know people that knew his daddy?
Well, you know, yeah, me and your dad was associated. Man, your daddy look every story he tell me, Daddy, there's a lot of people you looked out for. I mean, yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he a good dude. He a cool dude. It was one Asian he came across. He said, Dad, man, you know, it's a Cone. Shout out to my boy Cone. He in Atlanta. He from across the river though. And I was like, yeah, man, me and Cone did time together. Good dude. I say, don't disrespect him. I said, he not going to tell you nothing wrong. Listen to what he tell you. Don't disrespect him. You know them youngsters, they be thinking them old heads don't know nobody. They think they run a game and think they... But Cone is a serious dude. You know? So I was like, man, you know, if he going to give you some good advice. Because he been to the Fed, he done time. So don't disrespect him. You know, I don't know how my son is, but you know, they get with their little homeboys and pretty get the... He a Vietnamese or he a Asian. I'm going to say that he a Asian. And they might go to try to play. Don't know that Asian going to kick and chop. And I saw him in action in the joint. So sometimes, you know how they say don't judge that book by its cover. And like I said, with him did time. And I was like, oh, that's a good guy, you know what I'm saying? So respect him.
That's not the guy that kicked you, did he?
No, I ain't never seen him no more. How you know about that? Yeah. I would love to see him too, though.
I thought that's what you was talking about.
No. Cone, somebody I met in Yazoo, Mississippi. Him and his little brother now.
All right. With your son facing 2 murder trials in the feds, what's one thing you wish you had known back in the day that you've tried to pass to him?
Man, I just left New Orleans and drove straight back here, come to do this, and not to do this interview, but I'm doing an interview with you. I just left him. I was in trial with him for a whole week, sitting in that trial, watching him and his other 2 co-defendants, 36. I have mixed feelings because as a parent now, I'm there supporting him and I'm looking like, man, that's my baby. Well, he's not my baby no more. He was the baby boy. But I'm like, man, that's my child. He's sitting over there fighting for his life. You know, he's being charged with allegedly taking someone else's life. So you know, when you it's always, I like to use this analogy if I can. When you're in jail, we playing chess. And when you had the spectators on the side watching the game, I might touch this piece to move and you're gonna see somebody out your peripheral vision gonna cringe up like, man. And you're like, man, what I did wrong? Well, I made a bad move. It's always the person on the side that can see it better. So now with me sitting watching a trial, and then the victim mother came in and she's from my project as well. So it's like, it wasn't no disrespect or none of that. We saw each other, spoke, and I must give her a hug, you know, because she's from my project, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, my son, your son, that was at war beefing, you know, so it's like, we all lose over again, you know? And I'm just looking at it like, it's what I'm thinking, like, man, my son over there, she here, you know, on behalf of her son that's deceased. So it's like, it's one of the moments I just be like, man, I caused a lot of this pain on my mother, you know? So I gotta just be there for him and support him, you know, let him know, hey, Pops here, he called me. I'm always, you know, sometimes, like I don't have my phones on ringer, but I'm gonna catch that call eventually, or I text his sister, somebody, hey, tell Terrance to call me, or whatever, but I'm always make sure you have money for commissary. We're gonna continue to fight. I need to fight, get the appeal lawyers and all that stuff, but I'll just watch the trial. I watch the people, you know, who testifying and watch everything was going on, but I can only just sit there and just be there to support him as a parent, you know. This is mess he made. This is mess he made, and I could just only just be there, let him know I love him. I got him on this end, sending money, like I say, books, whatever he need. I saw his children mother. I messed with one of them. I was like, he had 3 of his children mother, and I said, boy. No, I told her, I said, girl, when I was doing my time, going through court, I ain't get all my baby moms in here, and she's like, boy, shut up. She was laughing. But most important, what I respect, he got his 2 best friends. I don't know if I should call their name on here, but they've been in court with him every day. I say, man, none of my friends, nobody came to court with me. Only one time had an attempt to come to court, but they scared him, I guess, but he stopped. He ain't come no more. But it's 2 little dudes and one dude bring his little brother with him. They was in court every day when I was down there.
Wow.
Every day they was in the court holding him down.
Good friends.
Yeah, I was like, man, it's big. You know what I'm saying? Just to see males. Some dude usually gonna have a bunch of females in court. Or you might have one dude come to see what's going on, what they're saying. And another thing I want to clear up. They had, I think, 11 people on their case. 9 of them. I know everybody played out. It's only 2 there's the female and there's another dude that's testifying against them. But like the boy Tim, all of the youngsters that they was putting bad low on, saying this one telling on my son, this one telling. They actually open court did Timothy Jackson have a cooperation agreement. They say no. He had a regular plea agreement. So they had a non-cooperation global plea. That's what it is. They offered that to my son and his other 2 co-defendants. I think they offered them $35 apiece, and they was like, "No, we ain't take that. We going to trial." As a parent, I'd be like, 35 a long time, son. However, you'll be back out. But that's their choice. I can only just support them. Me personally, but take the 35, boy. Man, you live to see another day. I just been in court, just listening to the lawyers.